What's up, folks? Welcome back to Everything's Junk. I mean, Left 4 Dead Garage. Where I was hoping to finish that thing back there today, but I go to leave in the daily this morning, and as I back out of the driveway, I've not parked it on the concrete in probably a week or so. I just park it in the grass. So I guess it's been leaking. I just didn't know it. But as I backed out of off the concrete this morning, I realized there was a big blood trail on the concrete, transmission fluid. It's like fantastic. I just posted this truck for sale today, and then this. So maybe that's a sign. I don't know. According to my wife, that's what it is, to keep the truck. But it's kind of windy, so a couple weeks ago when I went and got those two and all the parts, we had to use the C10. What I did is I hauled this down on my trailers, and we had 3 car trailers, 3 trucks, and hauled this to get all this junk back. On the way back, my buddy Charlie's kid was driving the C10, and he's behind my buddy Chris, and something fell off the trailer, or so we thought. Well, it comes out from under Chris's trailer quick enough where Logan had nowhere to go, and he blasted. Well, we couldn't figure out what fell off, and there wasn't nothing leaking, and come to find out, the foot fell off Chris's trailer jack. Well, that's what Logan drilled on the way down the road. And I looked under the truck, but I didn't really see anything obvious. You know? I didn't crawl under it, I just kind of peeked under here. But this is how close to disaster we were. You know, my blood trail, after seeing the blood trail, I got to thinking about him running over. After the blood trail in the driveway, I got to thinking about him running over, so I slid my phone under the truck. And this is what I came back with. See that big dent? Oh yeah. We dang near poked a hole in the pan. There's a couple nicks on the Y pipe in a few places, and then the cross member where it went ping-ponging down under the truck. So I'm guessing it's got the pan bent or whatever, and it's letting the pan leak. It doesn't appear to be a front pump seal, thank God. And I also have been having a problem where when I come to a stop, the truck will not shift back to first on its own. It takes off in second. You can bump it in neutral or manually pull it in first, and it'll take off in first. But sometimes when it gets warm, second and drive is all it does automatically. Typically that's the governor that's sticking, so I'm going to show you what that is, how to take it out, and we're going to clean it. A lot of times you replace them, but I have not found anybody local that has one. I have 2 other Turbo 400s here. So if this one has any obvious damage, or if it's just junk for whatever reason, then I'll rob one out of one of those. So I would like this thing to shift normal, especially since I just posted it for sale. But I'll set you up under there and we'll drop this pan. I mean, a pan, if a filter and a gasket's like $10. No, it was like $8 or something from Advance. And by the time I use my Speed Perks coupon, it comes out to like $5. So it's kind of hard to beat that. So we'll pull the pan, check that, knock the dent out, and pull the governor and clean the governor. So I'll stick you under there, and hopefully you don't get to watch me take a giant transmission fluid bath, but we'll see. Hang tight. All right, this is one of those tasks where if you have a helper that's new to this, or kids that are new to this, and you know, are just mean, this is the job that you gift to them, which typically never goes well, never goes smooth. You always take a bath. So, and then the GoPro is directly in the line of fire right there. I got the transmission catch pan out, and I'll move the GoPro before the big bloodbath starts. And I guess I'll reach on that side and get some bolts out. It's already starting to leak. Oh yeah. I should probably move the GoPro. The light's probably blinding you. And I could have jacked the rest of the truck up, but I didn't. It's a 1/2 inch socket, if you're wondering. I'll never understand why there's not a drain plug in most transmission pans. That's another good thing about this black pan, is it wicked clean. I mean, it looks brand new. Now my Suburban, being a 4L80E, and the Dually for that matter, they both have drain plugs. And in my Suburban, I actually drain the transmission pan at every other oil change. That may seem excessive or crazy, but it makes me feel warm and fuzzy, so that's all that matters, the way I see it. Probably should have went ahead and got the filter, but we'll let it drip dry while we're gone. So bizarre that this truck has a Turbo 400 in it. Wow. I guess it's a good thing I took this out, because the filter took a hit too. What's the deal with that bolt? Looks brand new in this pan. I mean, this transmission's clearly a reman at some point, because it's gray, kind of like a Jasper, but it's got somebody's initials in JW 519 of 2000. Fun fact: 519 is my cousin's birthday. Man, this thing looks amazing. Like brand new in there. Wow. No, honestly, that makes me want to delete that for sale post. Because I mean, I don't beat on this truck. I drive it like, well, it says Pawpaw Deluxe on the dash, and well, custom deluxe, but I drive it like Pawpaw Deluxe. I mean, it will skeet them, you know. Give her the old Holly And it will skeet them now. And if you hold it in gear, it actually shifts pretty firm. Well, I'm glad I pulled the filter because it couldn't have been too healthy. Alright, well, while we're under here, right there's where your governor is. Oh. While we're making a mess, let's go ahead and pull this. These are extremely loose. This thing's centrifugal weighted, and it activates like a dump valve or a waste valve, whatever they call it, for the downshifts and upshifts, and it lets fluid do something through here. I don't speak automatic transmission at all. I've definitely torn up my fair share, but that thing just comes right out like so. And for whatever reason, these are moving, so I don't know what's going on here. But we'll clean it up and take a look at it. I'm glad that gasket didn't tear. I was scared of that. Alright, I'm gonna let this thing do its dripping and whatnot, and so I'm gonna run to Advance Auto and get that gasket and filter. Transmission fluid on the GoPro. Alright, so I got that ripped apart. I'm gonna have to hammer that dent out of that pan, which ain't a big deal. I'm gonna run to Advance, get some stuff. I'll be back and we'll put this thing together. Hang tight. Alright, I'm gonna wipe this rail down, this pan rail down one more time. I got the dent knocked out of the pan. All that really was is two big hammers. Now your filter does not come with this pickup tube, extension tube, whatever you're going to call it. You think it would because it's plastic, and I was kind of hoping mine would, because after that thing hit it, it's kind of monkeyed up right here. It only goes in one way. I mean, I guess you could put it in the wrong way, but it clearly says case and filter, and these two little angle chop deals fit up right in the corner. But it does kind of droop down a little. I'm gonna wipe this stuff down one more time just to kind of minimize the drip on the floor. I'm gonna run up here and grab the pan. I got it kind of tacked in place with a little silicone, so everything looks really clean. Cleaned that governor. I don't know if it does, if it's gonna do anything or not. Everybody claims that's the deal, but I didn't really see much wrong with it. But moved the piston back and forth and sprayed it out. There's a bolt and a spacer, bolt and a spacer that That really makes no sense to me. Like, am I missing something else here? Did something fall in the drain pan? Going to investigate that. We'll be back. Alright. That is completely normal. That thing is supposed to be that way. It blows my mind. So we'll just gently snug that. And lay the pan in place. I never thought that thing would have just sat in there like that. It's kind of goofy. Put this governor back in, if you can see, hopefully. Now, just all of a sudden started that not taking off in first deal. It doesn't do it all the time, but it is pretty irritating. Maybe I should have got some of that magical Lucas dumped in it. I wish I knew the black magic of automatic transmission building. Not that I can, you know, do a manual, and I can do some manuals. I've only messed with a few T5 and SM465, and now these M20 and 21 Muncies. But the only automatic rebuild I've ever experienced was not a very good experience. Did not go well. A lot of money out the window. So, alright, well, we're all buttoned up under here. Let's go dump some sauce in it. Well, I went to edit the transmission video last night and realized that in typical fashion I did not close the video out. So clearly driving the truck, and it shifts. Sorry, using the phone and this road's a little rough. So if you have any delayed downshifts, or however you want to describe that, with your Turbo 400, clean that governor. Really all I did was take air and load that piston back and forth in there and a little pick, and moved it around and cleaned it off, and crossed my fingers and hope for the best. Also deleted the for sale post. I just, well, and actually my youngest boy gets his driver's license. Oh, junk in the truck. My youngest boy gets his driver's license this Friday. His S10 is nowhere near done. So he gets to pilot the old C10 here. And it is very concerning for me. I hope you're watching this. You in this truck and manual brakes. Got a few wind leaks, sorry if that's loud. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you later.